Hey guys, Rohanx17 here, coming at you with another episode of Why Is This Card Banned? Today I'm talking about the first of the spell and trap removal cards, I guess, Giant Trunade. Now, on the surface, Giant Trunade looks like the weakest of them all. What it says is that you return all spells and traps on your side of the field, on both sides of the field, to the hand. So it's basically Heavy Storm, except it's returned to the hand. So it just looks kind of weak, honestly. Just on the surface, because you just stop your opponent's spells and traps for a turn, and then they have to reset them. Whoop-de-doo. Well, what people would use this for, not specifically, I'll get into that later, but what you could do with this is, when you're ready to go for game, drop it, they lose their back row, and you go for your final play to win the game, or your OTK or whatever, just because you had this. Very similar to Cold Wave in that sense. But what really set this card apart is, along with Brionac, you could just abuse cards that could gain advantage from being added back to the hand. This would only do it once, but it could do all of them per turn, so I'd like to include it as well. So, basically, I think the biggest example is Premature Burial, but that deserves a video of its own. But I'll get into two other ones that I've recently found upon that I feel would really, plus from those two cards. Those are Fiendish Chain and Fire Formation Tenki. Tenki, if you play it or Brionac, though I don't know why Brionac would be in that deck, that would use a Tenki, but whatever, you could just keep discarding a card, add the Tenki to hand, play the Tenki, get more monsters, discard everything you don't want, and fill your hand with stuff. The only issue is that you couldn't do that every single turn. You'd have to wait a turn for each turn to use it, which kind of makes it slow, but basically you get a free Tenki every turn out of that. Not the best example, but I like to just have it there. Another is Fiendish Chain. One thing I don't like about Fiendish Chain is it just sits there and just, your opponent ends up seeing or synchroing, and then it just sits there and just doesn't do anything and just uses up useless space. With these two cards, you can basically just reuse it by similar to, I think Zephyros was used in a similar way. Can't remember. Well, whatever. Same with Mist Valley Falcon, but that's a whole different deck. But, yeah, you could put it back in your hand and then reuse it and it wouldn't be dead anymore. But its main use was just to let your OTK go through. And because of that, it just went from, it was limited for a long time, and then finally just banned. So, yeah. Also, he has one demonic stare, I must say. Giant Trunade just stares straight into your soul. It's kind of creepy. Really close up to a camera, he, reminds me of the Shadow Lurker. If any of you guys remember that pre-Slenderman. Because this card's so freaking dark. Yeah, it really creeps me out. But, yeah, it's whatever. So, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and, all that good stuff. Ronak17 signing out.